Man, we're good. We're good. How you doing, Roy?
Are you working this fight?
No, I was working with Nordin's brother with him, yes.
Oh, with Nordin?
Yes.
Okay. What do you? He's got a tough fight ahead.
Very tough fight.
What do you think of that fight?
Well, I mean, it's a very good fight.
Warren?
These guys are two very technical guys. Both of them are really good fighters. One is really a beast, as you know. Nordin is a beast himself. So I'm looking for a really good fight early. If Nordin just has to, what Nordin has to do is get beyond the first 3 or 4 rounds. After he gets beyond 3 or 4 rounds without any cuts or any damage, then I think he'll pick the pace a little bit and should be okay. Rashid's very quick and pretty powerful too. So it's not going to be easy for him, but he has to figure out a way to get past that early part of the fight and get in the late part. Because the late part of the fight is better.
Roy, when you come to these events like this, I mean, I know obviously, you know, it's been a while since you've been headlining an event like this, but does it get your juices flowing still? Like,
my juices flow every day still, so I mean, in order to take an event, my juices be flowing when I wake up every day. So this don't really change a thing for me. At the same time, you know, you love to see great fighters, and all the people that are fighting, the main guys on television are all great fighters. You don't take nothing away from nobody because you understand and respect what they went through to get to where they are. So that's how I look at boxing.
Is it hard to not let that go? But is it hard to just realize, you know, I'm not 20 anymore?
It's hard to realize not that you're not 20 anymore. Yeah. It's hard to make yourself kill the fire. And it's hard to make yourself say, it's no such things I can't beat those guys. Because I really can if I really apply myself. But you like, do you really want to go through the turmoil of applying yourself? That's the hard thing. Because if you apply yourself, they really still can't beat you. They don't know enough. Because nowadays boxing is in the days of strength and conditioning, not mental boxing. So if you get in condition and you mental box, you beat all of them. But when you're 50 years old, your legs, your knees get bad on you. It's a little bit harder to operate. So that's the only problem you got. But looking at them, 95% of them I still can beat if my knees were fine. Because I can get out the way of what I need to get away of, fight the way I like to fight. They can't beat because you're not technically on my level. But because of the age and the knees and the wear and tear of the knees, you know that you got to compensate for that, or it's going to cost you to take shots you know it would take.
Well, does a 40-year-old Pacquiao still have more than a 29-year-old Broner?
Of course he does, because it's the knowledge. You know, it's not always about how old you are. It's what you know, how you apply it. Broner's a great fighter too. Nothing to be taken away from Broner. Broner has to prove himself against Pacquiao. Pacquiao has already proven. This is a great opportunity for Broner because he can prove himself once and for all, shut up all the doubters and all the haters. But if he doesn't, then, or if he comes in and not 100% ready, then it's going to be on Pacquiao. And Broner can turn the table, not just because of Pacquiao's age, but because of the style that Broner fights. Broner fights the same style similar to Mayweather. They are the beat Pacquiao pretty easy. So if Broner looks at that, Broner can do the same thing. But we don't know. We got to see how focused Broner is when he comes.
do you think is it harder to kill the fire or is it harder to keep the fire?
It's hard to kill the fire because you want to keep the fire, but certain things make it blaze up. You understand me? So, certain time when you start training these guys, you realize your skill level, how much you know, it makes you say, well, wow, why you gotta stop? You feel me? So it's just a hard thing to do. And when because you're used to shocking the world. You know, like, I gotta be honest with you. If my idol was still alive, he'd still be saying he's gonna make a comeback. And you know that's Muhammad Ali. Wow. If he was alive right now, he'd still be talking about a comeback.
Wow.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I understand why.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the landscape, you like, I mean, I understand, and you know, I can't get out of the way of the things I used to get out of the way of because of your legs. So it's difficult, but if you find a way to get them legs, it'll be tough because you're smarter than all of them. They mentally couldn't outbox you, they mentally can't beat you. You wasn't pound there for no reason because you had an edge on them. And you still had a mental edge, it's just that the physical body don't necessarily hold up to that mental edge.
Well, and Pacquiao is obviously 40, and he's thinking like, I can beat all these guys. But realistically, how competitive is he with all the top welterweights now? With Spence, Crawford,
He's very competitive because of punching power. and he has good legs. You watch him bounces a lot of legs, so his legs still good. That's the one. When the legs go, that's the whole thing. If his legs go, now he can't compete. As long as his legs are there, he's fine. So it's like a 40-year-old fighter is not an old fighter like he used to be. You remember back in the days, 30 years old was an old fighter. Nowadays, 30 ain't an old fighter because they're only going 12 rounds. Guys are not boxing the way they used to box. So all the punches they throw are already accurate or correct long punches, which in turn doesn't do long-term damage that the older fighters did. The older fighters, most of them knew how to punch, but the gloves really weren't up to date. So there was other reasons that played into having a short career. Now because of the rounds getting reduced back to 12 rounds, you can't fight but so many times in a certain period of time. That makes it a little safer so guys can last longer. And that's when you start to see the effects of. Plus, I think a few of them are starting to understand that sparring is really something that takes a toll over the long run. So they kind of lay off of that as much as possible, do it when necessary, and not all the time. Then they start to see that it gives them more effect.
No more gym wars like they used to have.
You have a few, but not more. Just enough to get ready, you're good.
You know, they say
Usually for a big fight like this, they do 150 rounds of sparring. Is that too much? Or
Way too much to me, in my opinion.
what would be the good amount? Like 100 or
75 to them. I gotta go now.
All right, thank you, Roy.
thanks, Roy.